What's going on, guys? Just wanted to make a quick video on the iPhone 10. Been using it as my daily phone for the past couple of days, and there's a couple of issues that I've seen with it that I haven't seen reported anywhere. I've seen a lot of reviews saying it's the best phone of all time and the best iPhone of all time, and they haven't really mentioned the flaws with the phone. So I wanted to make sure that you guys knew that so you can make an informed decision. Now, full disclosure, I did not want this phone. I had no desire to buy this phone, use this phone. I bought one to try and sell it online and make a little profit. That didn't quite work out, so I decided to use the phone out for a couple of days before returning it to Apple. So anyway, let's hop right into it. As I'm sure you are aware, the iPhone 10 does not have Touch ID or fingerprint sensor. Apple said in reports that this is because they didn't have enough time to put one in. That could be true, but I don't think that we should be punished because their engineering team is incompetent. You know, like here on the side, the power button's really big. You probably can't really make it out in this video, but companies like Sony have some big power buttons on the right side. They put the fingerprint sensor in that, and then you have the likes of Samsung, LG, and Huawei who put the fingerprint sensor on the back. It's really comfortable to reach with your index finger, particularly on LG and Huawei. And those phones have glass backs as well, so do the Sonys. So I'm not interested in making excuses for Apple. They just didn't do that. So you might be saying, okay, no big deal. We've got Face ID now. That's the future. Fair enough. But as you'll see, those fingerprint sensors kind of set the tone for the phone. They're not there. They didn't have enough time to do it, so Apple got lazy and just didn't even try. So the phone, I have the battery set to display, top right, an actual percentage, but as you'll see, it doesn't actually display because with this notch in the middle, there's not enough room. Again, I don't care to make excuses for Apple. I want my percentage to display, and it doesn't. You might say not a big deal. You see the battery icon, that's enough for you. Okay, fair enough. So the big issue is, let's jump into a text message. Down here at the bottom of the screen, like, look at that. Look at all of that extra space there on the keyboard, not being used. I mean, it's about a half inch maybe more than that, space not being used. If you're not familiar with the iPhone or iOS, these two buttons here at the bottom are usually within the actual keyboard, so they don't need to be down there. What I think it is Apple couldn't figure out how to do this properly, having the screen go edge to edge. So this is what they came up with. In my opinion, that's really lazy. That's really half-assed. So I use SwiftKey anyway. It's my primary keyboard. Switching over to it, it looks even worse. Like down there, bottom left, it says ABC. All right, well, I've already got that button on the keyboard, Apple. Why do you think I need that? So I understand that the home thing is there at the bottom now. So you swipe up to go home. That's fine, but I don't think you need to have that much space for it. It's just really, really ugly in my opinion. Now, again, this is Messages, iMessage. These are not third-party apps. These are built-in Apple apps. So, top into Notes. There we go again. All that space at the bottom. Switch over to SwiftKey. Looks even worse. And we'll do settings just for one final example, you know. We go here at the top. There you go. So, this just seems really lazy in my opinion. I just wanted to make sure that this information was out there, that you know what you're getting when you spend $1,100 on this phone. There are other software issues I could go into, but I won't. I think this kind of sums it up. It just kind of sets the tone for the phone. A lot of corners were cut, in the case of the notch, literally cut. But Apple just got lazy in my opinion. I don't think this is acceptable. I'm not interested in making excuses for Apple. They can do better. I'm not a fanboy of Android or anything. I'm filming this on an iPhone 7 Plus. You know, I've been using iOS for a little while, and this just isn't polished. You know, this isn't what Apple became known for, having good, polished user experiences. This certainly is not that. So, I wanted to get that information out there. Make sure you guys knew it. Maybe they'll fix this in the future. I don't know. I don't want to wait around and find out. this is just unacceptable. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in and watching. Have a good one.